Good evening, everyone, and I hope that you're well. J'espère que vous avez passé une bonne journée. Je sais que c'est très difficile d'être à la maison avec les enfants qui n'ont rien à faire, avec les étudiants qui essaient d'étudier par eux-mêmes. So I know it's difficult for students that are at home trying to study by themselves. So for this evening, I'd like to talk to you and bring you through a structure for an opinion piece. Now, for the moment, we have no date set for the oral exam, so there's really no point in worrying about it. We'll just try and do a little bit of all of your course. Now, as you probably know, at Leaving Cert French honours level, and indeed at ordinary level, there are four main skills being tested. Your listening, your reading, your writing, and your speaking. Okay, so for in order for you to do really well, you've got to score highly in all of the four different components, right? So even though we don't exactly know what's happening with the oral component at the moment, we can still start working on the other parts, okay? So for example, I'm going to show you, we're going to use one of our examples from FrenchNotes.ie. Okay, now French Notes is fantastic. It's a fantastic resource for students. There are over 70 Leaving Cert essay titles on it, as well as loads of other stuff. But anyway, to get back to what we need to do. In the Leaving Cert honours paper, there are 8 written choices, right? Now, there are four questions, but there are 8 choices within those 4 questions. However, question 1, you have to choose either A or B. Okay, you have to answer one of the A or B options in question 1. Then you have questions 2, 3, and 4. Now, in question 2, what you normally have is a diary entry or an email or a formal letter or something like that. Now, if you were watching my live stream last night, you will remember that I did a sample diary entry. And again, the diary entry is a particular style of writing. It's a personal style. It's a personal response to stimulus given, right? Now, the opinion piece is different, okay? The opinion piece is kind of more, it can be more factual. It's more a journalistic type writing. And to be honest with you, it still looks for your opinion, but you can do it in a more factual way, okay? Now, I know that students find opinion pieces quite difficult to write. So what we're going to start with is we're going to start with the structure, okay? So we're going to look at the structure first. So in an opinion piece, you have an opening or an introduction. You then have 3 points and a conclusion. So 5 altogether. So what you have is your introduction, and in the introduction, make sure that you speak about the thing that you're being asked to speak about, make reference to it. As in the diary entry, don't repeat the question word for word. Try and reformulate the question a little bit. Okay? The next thing is you have your first point. Then you have what I normally do, and I suppose this is from my years of debating. I think the best way always to present an argument is to make sure you find a counter argument so that you can reinforce your own argument. So I always say, make your first point. So in the topic we're looking at tonight, which will be on poverty and homelessness, so it will be la pauvreté et l'itinérance en français. So in that topic, we're going to look at the way I structured the different points, okay? And all your points kind of have to tie in together. So you start with an introduction that can be quite short. And you could say something like, poverty and homelessness is a prevalent problem in Ireland. And, you know, we have to do more to help those that fall into poverty or homelessness, right? That could be just your opening. Then you have your first point. Then you have a point kind of against that point. I always say your third point within is your personal response, okay? Because when examiners are correcting your paper, they like to look for spontaneity, authenticity. They like to see that you're actually really, that you're actually engaging with the question, okay? And it's like everything in the Leaving Cert, that when they're testing exams, they're not testing rote learning, they're not testing, what they're testing is your response as a typical 17, 18, 19-year-old in Ireland. Okay, so that's important. You're not meant to think like somebody that's an expert in the field. You're just meant to give your opinion and then you conclude. And generally your conclusion should kind of mirror your introduction in that, you know, even though homelessness and poverty are prevalent in Ireland, the government must act now because there has to be a solution to this. You know, something like that as your conclusion. So anyway, I'm going to kind of share with you what I've written here, okay? And I've said my point. Now, bear in mind that my essays, like this particular one, is about, there's about 7 pages of this, right? And the reason for that is it's written in French, it's written in English. I've gone through the grammar constructions, I've gone through the key vocabulary. So there's an awful lot in it, and you wouldn't need to write as much, okay? And again, talking about the length of the opinion piece, if they say 75 words, you know what, you can go up to about 100, there's no problem. Generally speaking, examiners are more interested in the quality of what you're writing, and they're not going to get very hung up on the quantity. But you know what, if you're going to write 2 A4 pages of absolute drivel, sure, don't put them through it. They wouldn't like it. So if you feel that your French is not up to scratch for writing a long opinion piece, keep it short and just keep it simple. Use simple French, okay? So, for example, I said here, la pauvreté est un problème conséquent pour un très grand nombre de personnes partout dans le monde. So I'm saying that it's un problème conséquent. I didn't say un grand problème because that's what everyone says. I say un problème conséquent. Always try and use different vocab. I've told you that as well for the diary entry. It just comes across better. C'est une cruelle réalité qui touche toutes les couches sociales. So it's a sad reality or cruel reality which touches all levels of society, toutes les couches sociales. Mais elle est la plus répandue dans les ménages où il existe d'autres problèmes sociaux. I'm saying that it exists, but it's more prevalent where there are other social problems, okay? So, for example, if there's l'alcoolisme, le chômage, la toxicomanie is drug abuse, le chômage, unemployment. So it will be more prevalent in households where this is a reality, okay? I'm not saying it's everywhere, but I'm just saying that generally the stats tell us that's the way it is, right? So then for my first point, okay? So for my first point, I'm saying that Ireland has gone through a huge increase in the number of homeless people the last 10 years, right? And I used l'Irlande connaît une augmentation considérable. Again, I'm coming away from une grande augmentation. I'm saying une augmentation considérable. Remember, we looked at un problème conséquent. So what we're doing is we're trying to use different vocab all the time, okay? Even though we're not saying anything majorly different to what other students will be saying, it's just try and vary your vocab. It just comes across a lot better. Now, I said that it's attributable or attribuable au propriétaire impitoyable. Impitoyable would be like merciless landlords. And qui demandent des loyers exorbitants. So, des loyers exorbitants, instead of saying des loyers chers, which is what you tend to say, les loyers exorbitants. So that's important. And so I'm basically saying that a lot of this is down to landlords, okay? So that would be why there'd be this increase in poverty and homelessness, okay? My second point is a counterpoint, right? And it was like, heureusement, that's a nice way of bringing us in, right? To show that we're giving a counter-argument. Heureusement, il existe des associations qui font de leur mieux pour réduire l'itinérance pour beaucoup de familles. So, il existe des associations. Now, you would have been used to saying, il y a des associations. Nothing wrong with it. Absolutely zero. But il existe is a different way again. So that's what I'm talking about. Trying to come out of your comfort zone, give something a little bit different. So then I'm just going through this, and as I say, I'm just taking bits and pieces from it. The personal point then is whatever you think, right? So I said pour ma part, right? It's, for me. You could say personnellement. You could say à titre personnel. Now, some students write selon moi, and that's absolutely fine as well. But I would say just change it every time. If you're doing 2 or 3 opinion pieces, be sure to change the way you're introducing your personal point, how you're introducing your second point. So I said that je dois avouer que la pauvreté et l'itinérance qui en résultent sont inutiles et bouleversantes. So I said that for me, I must admit the poverty and homelessness which results from poverty, if you like, are deeply upsetting. Bouleversante, it's a really strong, fabulous word in French. Chaque année dans mon école, nous organisons des collectes de fonds au profit d'organismes de bienveillance. So I'm saying, or bienfaisance, sorry. So what I'm saying is, in our schools, every year we do a collection for homelessness and to help this, right? And remember, if we're talking about poverty, if we're talking about pollution, dans mon école, nous organisons des collectes contre la pollution. You could do kind of collections in schools for everything. And the beauty of it is a nice personal touch to one of these opinion pieces. Then I kind of went on to say that it's a problem that is always present, but it really hits around la période de Noël. So around Christmas is when it's really felt. So vivre dans la pauvreté à Noël est particulièrement difficile, mais personne ne devrait être sans foyer à aucun moment. So I'm saying that nobody should be without housing, whatever the time of the year. And then my conclusion, right? And I went on a little bit about it being a fundamental right to housing and things, right? And my conclusion, I said that je dirais que la pauvreté et les sans-abrisme, ils sont étroitement liés. They're very closely linked. C'est une honte pour un soi-disant pays développé, so it's a shame for a so-called developed country, que la pauvreté et l'itinérance constitue un enjeu si important. So it's really terrible that it's such a big problem. And then il faut que nous travaillions. Remember, one of my favorite parts of grammar would be the subjunctive. Love it, love it, love it. It's so French. They use it so much, and it's just brilliant. Il faut que nous travaillions plus dur pour briser le cercle vicieux de la pauvreté. Pour briser le cercle vicieux de la pauvreté. So we must work harder to break the the vicious cycle of poverty. Now, I can show you then what I do in these, right, is generally, okay, I can't get this. I'm left-handed on top of everything else. Basically, I've taken some key constructions, key vocab. So, for example, I've said un problème conséquent, a massive issue. Partout dans le monde, all over the world. These are things that you're going to use in every opinion piece, right? In countries where, dans les pays où, les couches sociales, that social levels, really important for anything that comes up, whether it's inequality, whatever it is, okay? Il faut que nous agissions ensemble. So we need to act together. That sounded lovely. Guess what? Subjunctive. Yeah, my favorite. Il faut dire cependant que. It has to be said, however, that. So again, more subjunctive and more lovely, lovely phrases. So that's kind of where we're at with that. Oh, another one is, je dirais que, D-I-R-A-I-S. I would say that. And again, you're showing the examiner that you've lovely flow, that you've lovely expressions, and believe me, they will love it. They will absolutely lap it up because they love reading nice stuff. And French, when it's written properly, is absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful language. Now, you see here, sorry now, that's more stuff. You see, that's also like, these are all in the essays. Now, I know a lot of you watching this evening are probably members of French Notes, and, you know, go on it, go through it. There is so much there. There are absolutely thousands of pages of revision notes. Now, what I want to say to you is we've looked at the diary entry. We've looked a little bit at the structure of an opinion piece. What I might do tomorrow evening, I'm going to be coming on every evening at about 8 o'clock. So what I think I'll do tomorrow evening is I may just give you 10, I think I might, 10 sample questions for the oral so that we're not forgetting the oral because, you know, don't bank on it being cancelled because I don't think they're going to do that. So I would still keep working on that. And yeah, I think it's important that you do a little bit of French every day, a little bit of everything every day. Don't treat it as a holiday because do you know what? The honest to God truth is it's not a holiday. It's a very, very tough time. We all hope and pray that there's going to be an end to it soon. But please God, everyone is doing the right things. Wash your hands. Don't go out. I know it's difficult. You're teenagers. You want to be with your friends. Just be on Snapchat, be on Instagram, you know, contact them through the social media. Don't physically meet up where at all possible. Soyez gentils l'un avec l'autre, so be nice to each other. Sois patient, be patient. Sois attentif aux besoins des autres, so be attentive to the needs of others. And really, anything that I can do to help, please let me know. I welcome messages on my Facebook page, on French Notes page. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Snapchat, not a lot, but I'm on it. So if you send me a message, I will get it. We have a YouTube channel, French Notes French. So really, you know what, there is absolutely no excuse. And of course, if you're a member of French Notes, do let me know because if you're a registered member, I will also help by correcting stuff. Okay? Bon, je vous laisse. Bonne nuit les petits. Et je vais essayer de voir est-ce que cette souris marche. Parce que je vais essayer de... Oh là là, il ne marche pas. Comment je vais faire? Ah, bla bla bla. Attends. Que j'essaie. How do I get this now? This is not working. Ah, il est là. Voilà. Bonne soirée tout le monde.